Today we have a pretty interesting project here, and well, I will tell you a story right now. So here we are doing some regular DEFEED stuff like making videos, replying to your comments, and so on. And suddenly there is a message coming from a project saying that like we're good and they want to make a video review of their project, like telling you guys all about them, like what they are and what they do. So like make this sort of collaboration, all right? By chance, if you happen to have a good solid project on board and you want to collaborate with us and make a video, hit us up via the links in the description. Okay, so back on track. They've sent us the script with all the details and info. And honestly, I really want to tell you guys, we don't want to make content just reading from the script, like telling you guys what we've told about and like about some cheap shitcoin project, like something we're not completely sure just because they pay or something like that. It's not interesting to us because we are really caring about our reputation and what we say in public in our YouTube channel. So before doing like anything, we thoroughly studied the script, researched the project, and like we usually do with all of them. And we actually concluded that there is something worth telling you here, but in our own way. We want to make an honest review with our own conditions and commentaries and questions, thus creating this sort of conversation between you and me and the project we are presenting you here. So please welcome ADADAO, the world's first interest-free stablecoin protocol on Cardano. Is this really so? We'll find out together in this video. And if you guys like this idea of a review, smash likes and subscribe to the channel here. Well, I almost forgot to tell you, like before we start, I really want to warn you guys that this video is not financial advice whatsoever, and it's solely made for educational and informational purposes. If you're clear with that, let's jump right into it. Okay, you've heard that right. ADADAO, as they say, is the world's first interest-free stablecoin protocol, which leverages native Cardano assets for the creation of fully collateralized stablecoins. ADADAO is currently under development, and I think that this idea of a stablecoin project based on interest-free borrowing is pretty cool and forward-thinking. And if they really make it right, I think they'll become an integral part of the future Cardano ecosystem. And my first question here that I want to address to them, like if it is the first interest-free stablecoin protocol ever, why choose Cardano, like not Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, or for example? Honestly, it seems to me that Cardano is not the most well-known blockchain among others yet, and there are not so many stable, good working projects on it. So I don't understand so far why to choose Cardano. Maybe it's somehow connected with the core team and their experience with Cardano, or it's about attracting more funds and grants to the project. We'll see that later on. By the way, guys, let me know in the comment section what do you think about it, okay? Okay, so ADADAO Protocol features two tokens. So the first one is called ADAW token. It is not a stablecoin, but rather a governance token of the protocol, which allows holders to vote on important changes or make valuable suggestions on how to improve the project. ADAO token can also be staked to earn rewards. And by the way, this ADAO token is being sold right now in IDO from the launchpad, which is called Cardano. But here's an interesting thing. It is on Binance Smart Chain. What's wrong about this idea and why they did it this way? I'll tell you my guess later on in this video. By the way, there is also might be some info about the airdrop, so don't skip it. Another token to the project is called AUSD, and it is actually not token but stablecoin itself. It is pegged with a 1-to-1 ratio to USD, which can be borrowed by collateralizing Cardano native assets like ADA. ADADAO also offers non-custodial vaults with every AUSD fully backed by on-chain collateral, and they actually have taken every precaution to ensure the integrity of its solution. And if it's really true, I think it's worth actually telling people like how much liquidity ADADAO has and how they're going to attract you to the project. Because without enough liquidity to the project, the whole idea of a stablecoin is not that stable at all. Besides, a solid stablecoin project must have a solid security system to avoid hacks and malicious exploits. However, they assure that ADADAO protocol combines good governance with careful protocol design and top-notch security. So let's just believe them on that. So a word or two about these two tokens. What I think about it is that this model is kind of similar to MakerDAO's DAI, as we have ADADO and AUSD. So it's pretty interesting to me, or maybe not only myself, why do they create yet another stablecoin in the market, and how exactly will it be collateralized? So guys, please hear me out. I'm not asking these stupid questions, not only because to drown the project down or make some fun of it, or maybe I forgot the answers. Of course not. I could have asked all these questions myself in DM and made a perfectly polished, bright video. But that's not the purpose here. It is exactly the opposite. I want to build this sort of communication between the project and its users, because the project's audience, like who uses it, this is what actually matters here. So don't hesitate to leave your thoughts and suggestions, questions in the comment section. I hope ADADO will see them and finally reply. Okay, so moving on to the next section, I want to tell you guys how ADADO actually works. So first, users can create the wallet. Second, they collateralize the wallet with ADA or another supported CNT asset. Step 3 is to generate AUSD from collateralized wallet. Number 4 is to pay the one-time borrowing fee in ADAO tokens. And finally, number 5, you can finally withdraw your AUSD. You can later on return AUSD to the wallet and take back your collateralized asset without any fee or interest on top. You can later on return AUSD to the wallet and take back your collateral asset without any fee or interest on top. So that's how they describe ADADO to be working, and it seems pretty simple to me. So here arises another pretty logical question, like why the hell to choose ADADO at all? Crypto market is highly volatile, and there are various aspects we need to take care of before borrowing stablecoins from any protocol. So let's take a situation here. Like you borrow stablecoins from some common protocol and gave away some blue chip crypto as collateral. And now they are charging you interest on stablecoin borrowed, which is pushing your liquidation point higher. When the market goes down, your collateral value falls and the risk of the liquidation thus increases. And besides, increased liquidation point due to the interest levied on the borrowed amount is also a contributing factor for your liquidation. So this all means that you are getting crushed from the two sides, like the volatile crypto market and the interest on the stablecoin protocol on top. So ADADO offers a solution here. With 0% interest rate, you don't need to worry about your liquidation point getting higher. The only factor that will decide your liquidation is the value of your collateral. So that's pretty simple, right? Okay, some might say that ADADO is a revolution when it comes to borrowing stablecoin with 0% interest rate. But I think it's important to clarify first, are there liquidation fees when the value of collateral falls below the threshold? That's what the platform should be dealing with as well, right? So hopefully we'll get an answer for that from ADADO. Moreover, ADADO states that you can earn passive income with the platform, and let's see how we can do this. And I'm going to show you 2 ways to do so. So the first way here is staking ADAO token can earn you passive income in terms of staking APY. Also, part of one-time protocol use fee is 0.5% will be distributed among stakers. And the second one, staking AUSD in the stability pool will earn ADAO tokens as a reward. And also 10% liquidation penalty earned from the protocol will be distributed to AUSD stakers. By the way, another use case for ADADO, especially for investors with limited funds, is safe leveraging the positions. So let's say that someone has 1,000 ADAs and they are holding their position, but now they want to invest in some other coin or do not have extra capital, but at the same time don't want to sell their ADAs. So they can borrow AUSD by collateralizing ADA and utilize it to buy other assets and even more ADA without worrying about interest. So it's kind of a low risk leverage, as they say. Okay, so let's stop by here and talk about the ADADO's team. As you can see on the screen, the core team is public and you can find all the info about them in LinkedIn. You can contact them. That's super cool, actually. Here's also a roadmap and where they want to be by the end of the year. You can pause here and watch for a second. And talking about the partners and backers, you can find all the info on their website, all this list. And for your convenience, I'll post the picture right here so you can also take a look and pause for a while. Besides, they have a few development partners like Metalamp, which is one of the IOHK recognized Haskell development companies that work closely with IOHK itself. I hope that they do have plenty of good experienced Haskell developers in their team because it's super essential for a project like this to have them. Taking a look at ADADO's Launchpad partners, you can notice Cardano here. Why do I stress this? It's because ADADO is incubated by Cardano, and if you were attentive, you might have noticed that the CEO of ADADO is the founder of Cardano.io. So Cardano is a chain agnostic incubator and a launchpad of the top tier blockchain projects in the GameFi, NFT, Metaverse, and whole Cardano ecosystem. It is backed by top VCs in space and partnered with AIM Labs and Chainlink, and it is also listed in the Essential Cardano list under this incubators category. Cardano has its own token called CRDN, and it is on Binance Smart Chain, and you can find all the info about it on CoinGecko and CoinMicrocap. Here are the current stats on the screen. I made a screenshot for you so you can check it out. Cardano is also listed on exchanges like MEXC, Bitmart, Bitrue, and more. Okay, so remember previously in this video, I said that ADADO is having an IDO right now, and it's, by the way, since the 17th of February, and their governance token, ADAW, well, don't mix it up with AUSD stablecoin. So the ADAW token is being sold on Cardano's Launchpad, which is, as you saw, on Binance Smart Chain. So I promised to tell you more about this event and why is that, and I'll tell you my guess right now. So I'm thinking that there are two reasons for that. First, obviously, like the CEO of ADADO and the founder of Cardano, actually the same guy. And second point, I think like ADADO picked such a launchpad not only because of the name, but because of Cardano blockchain. It's simply because Cardano doesn't have good working pads right now. So imagine the situation like a project is under development right now and they want to raise funds to continue. So that's why I think they're going to stick to the good working pad rather than something that is not yet made on Cardano. And I think it is exactly the case for Cardano. Okay, guys, so let me tell you real quick about this IDO and how you can participate in it. So the allocation is based on the following. Those who have staked minimum of 4,000 CRDN tokens in any staking pool are eligible to participate in the public sale. Other words, they are guaranteed a spot. However, their allocation depends on the number of CRDN tokens staked in the period of the stake. The bigger the token stake and the days of staking, the better is the allocation. So for example, if staking is in a 30 days pool, which locks your funds for 30 days, obviously, one gets and 1x. If it's 60 days pool lock, they get 1.5x. So you get this. If it's 90 days, it's 2x, and if it's 180 days, they finally get 4x. This means that someone staking 4,000 CRDN for 180 days will get the same allocation as someone staking 16,000 CRDN in just 30 days pool. And number two, you can get an allocation if you are a Egg Club member. This is for those who have staked a minimum of 50,000 CRDN tokens, and they will get a spot in a private round. And also there are projects exclusive for iClub members. And please note that if you've decided to participate in their public round, you will need to insert your Cardano wallet address. So please keep your Cardano wallet addresses ready if you are willing to participate. By the way, another great news to you, especially for you airdroppers, ADADO is having an ongoing airdrop with 20,000 worth of ADAW tokens. The conditions are plain simple as always, and you can find all the links for this airdrop and IDO in the description below. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's what I wanted to tell you about this ADADO project, and I hope that I've managed to make it fair, out of script review. And of course, it's up to you to decide whether to participate in their ongoing IDO or join the airdrop. I don't want to push you or do anything, but to leave the conclusion and the decision up for you viewers. If you like this type of content of honest project reviews, please support us with the likes and the channel subscription, as your activity and a whole DEFEED community is super important here. It's crucial to us and it helps the channel to grow. And hopefully with your help, we'll reach 5K of subscribers really soon. So like usual, don't forget to do your own research. And for that purposes, we post all the useful links in the description for your convenience, for your use. So please take care of yourself and see you soon in the next videos. We'll have something special for you really soon.